but one of the big winners, arguably the biggest winner of the night, were the Gilmer Buckeyes. They start 1-0 with a resounding 61-55 win over the Texarkana Liberty-Eylau Leopards. And here to talk about it is the head coach of the Gilmer Buckeyes. We are joined by Coach Matt Turner. Coach, congratulations on your big win.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
I guess I want to know, first and foremost, what did you learn about your team last night that maybe you didn't know?
Well, we had some young kids playing. You know, we replaced a lot of seniors last year. So, I mean, we had a lot of guys step in and have to play. So we learned a lot about some new guys, you know, that hadn't played varsity football until last night in a real game. So we learned some things about players, probably most, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, one of the guys you may have found out a little bit about your new quarterback, Aaron Poppy Brown, sets a school record, breaks G.J. Kinney record in his first game. I guess my question is twofold. First of all, were you surprised that was this a surprise to you that he went off like this? And secondly, what do we need to know about this new star at Gilmer?
You know, Pop, you know, it didn't really surprise. I mean, yeah, obviously it was an outstanding night, and of course he had a lot of help from his offensive line and receivers and backs that really did a great job for him, protected him and making plays for him. And you know, he's just a guy that loves to play the game and is a kind of a student of the game. So some of the plays he made, we're kind of getting accustomed to him to make. But I mean, he's got a lot of developing to do, and he had a good night with a lot of support from his teammates.
It was a true team effort, and you were going up against a very salty Liberty-Eylau squad, a squad that definitely had the stomach for the fight. What was your game plan coming in to your big tussle with the Leopards?
You know, for us, it's always about pace and playing fast and trying, get wear people out a little bit. We tried. They've kind of adopted the same style, so. You know, of course, Steve Wells does a great job, and their kids are very talented. They've got playmakers too. So, I mean, it was just one of those, it just kind of became a back and forth deal between two teams that were trying to play kind of the same style.
We're talking with Matt Turner, the head coach of the victorious Gilmer Buckeyes here on DCTF Live. Get involved in the conversation at hashtag DCTF Live. And Coach, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the fact that 55 points on the other side. I'm sure that's not how you drew it up. Do you have any sort of concerns about your defense?
You know, we've got things we got to fix. I think, it was an early season game and against a very good opponent. So, I mean, again, your wish as a coach, you want to play good people early. They're going to expose things that you need to work on. Certainly there's things we do need to work on. I think, as a rule, our effort from our kids was really pretty good. We've got some things we've got to do a better job as coaches, coaching and to fix. And I think if we do that, we'll see some change there. Without a doubt. And like I said, we just played a very good team. So when you do, I mean, anything you don't do well, man, you're not gonna get away with it. And we didn't last night. I mean, they made some plays, and there's some things we can do better, and we feel like we will.
From your perspective, you've been around this game long enough. From your perspective, how much of a difference is there between the team that we'll see in Week 1 versus the team we might see in Week 11?
We hope a lot. I mean, that we're counting on that. I mean, our credo is you got to get better every week. I mean, you just can't stay the same, and you really don't. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. So. We feel like we ought to be a lot different team Week 11 than Week 1. If we're not, then we feel like we failed as coaches, honestly.
Another guy who had a huge night last night, LaMarcus Morton. My goodness, a tremendous game. 10 catches for 259 yards and 3 touchdowns. This kid seems like he's something special. What sets him apart and makes him such a key part of your offense?
Well, he's played. Lamarcus is a senior. He's played a lot of football, so he's had the experience, and he's a pretty talented athlete. I mean, he runs well, and he's a good defensive player as well. So I mean, he's just a good football player. So, and again, Poppy did a good job of getting the ball on him, and the other guys did their work to set it all up. But I mean, he's played a lot of ball, quite a bit of football, so he's experienced, and he's a talented athlete.
We're talking with Matt Turner, the head coach of the Gilmer Buckeyes here on DCTF Live. Get involved in the conversation at hashtag DCTF Live. So now with a Thursday game, what does the schedule look like heading into next week? When's film breakdown? When do you start installing the game plan for your game at center next week? What's the schedule like for your Buckeyes this week?
Well, that kind of just starts. We kind of always work to fix ourselves today, and probably even a little bit tomorrow, and then we'll begin to really. We've got a little bit of video on center, and so do they on us right now. So we'll try to do a little of that as well, and then that'll get a little heavier into Saturday, and then we'll really be full force and have all that put together by Sunday.
You didn't do yourself any favors in non-district scheduling. Liberty-Eylau off the top. This is a talented center team you got to travel to. One of the better private schools in the area, in Argyle Liberty Christian. Then you play Carthage, and then Nacogdoches. You don't have to schedule these guys, right?
Well, it's just that's what we've got, and our belief is, if you're going to be the best or try to beat the best, you better be playing the best. So they're all very good opponents. And we know we're going to be challenged every week, and that's good. That's how you're going to get better. So we expect, we're going to have a lot of nights like last night where we're going to have to be at our best and play 48 minutes to put ourselves in a position to be successful.
And then realignment, of course, is still we're going to see the fruits of that a little bit later when we get into district play. I do want to ask you about your district draw. District 7 4A Division 2. You're in there with look, you're in East Texas. You're never going to skip out on quality teams, but this year with Atlanta, Gladewater, Pittsburgh, Pleasant Grove, and Spring Hill, I look at this district and I see a very deep, dangerous district. I'm curious to see if you see the same.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's we're hoping this non-district is preparing us for our district, because we're our district. We're going to have to line up every week and play well. And we expect to have to do that and know that we will. So no, we've got a full slate of games. Between our non-district and our district, and that'll be good. Like I said, our non-district will prepare us for that, so that we're just ready every week. You got to line up and be at your best, which is what we want, because hopefully if we can play beyond that season, we know we're playing the best each week then. So, and so you just got to be, you hope your season prepares you for that, and I think ours will.
I do want to ask you about your gig. I think this is the first time we've had you on the show, and you take over for a guy who geez, is still so revered out there in Gilmer in Jeff Traylor. How has the adjustment to being the head coach gone now that you're entering your second season?
Well, I think, pretty good. Obviously this has been where I've been since 2003. So there were things that weren't different. Now the job was, obviously. And, Jeff did such an unbelievable job here. So, the program, we just try to keep doing the things that we believe in, and where we can, we try to make it better if we can. So we've tried to hold true to those things, and that were established here with him, and we'll just do the best we can each day to do that.
He is Jeff. I almost called you Jeff Trail. I'm so used to it. He is Matt Turner. He is the head coach of the 1-0 Gilmer Buckeyes. Coach, enjoy your weekend, your victorious weekend, and best of luck down the road.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys. Okay.